Well, hi family. I received some new intel and experienced some new things last night, and it was pointed out I need to share it with the collective, so let's do that. And English is not my native language, so I'll do my best, but I'm sure you will understand. Um, I, I, I watched my video I shared yesterday, and lots of things I didn't share because when I'm in the flow in of my heart, I just hop and go, and so I decided to write something down about yesterday evening, the things I saw and experienced. So the click 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 motion. So I don't forget it. And what I've written down, I also place below the video, so you can read it again if needed to, to feel into it if it resonates with you, because So for the ones who are seeing me for the first time, well, just a short introduction. I'm a rainbow ray in essence. My origin is from Cassiopeia. In the present moment, I'm vibrating and resonating with the 22nd dimension frequency. And well, I've had contact, and with my team and higher self, um, sometimes, but not a constant state of being. So this year, the 22nd of February, I was activated. So it's like that, and so I'm just in this constant connection, and it's getting used to, but it's beautiful. And well, I'm learning so much, and every day I think, oh yeah, oh this is it, and then I realize the next day that I still don't know nothing, and that's the most beautiful thing of all, is just embracing the fact that what do we know? We still know so very, very little. But we need to share. So click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. Together we know it all. So that's why I'm sharing with you, with my beautiful brothers and sisters, what came through last night and what I experienced. So, oh yeah, I was sharing about where I am now. Oh yeah, because I'm a rainbow ray, and I have three keys, and they are like ascension keys. So you have the seven rays, and then you have the eight ray, and that's like a 0 point ray, where all the seven rays come together as a white presence, and it's like a transition point, a portal point, where you are aligned in a moment, with the source of unconditional love, the true blue sun in this case, the true blue sun of creation, and in the heart of Gaia. You get this alignment, and when you're ready, when you have worked through, all the seven layers, dimensions. Yeah. So first you have the seven earth dimensions, you work through, and that comes with emotions and shadow work, lots of shadow work, because the highest light we can embody and embrace and see and experience and feel in our darkest moments. So that is why shadow work is so important. Yeah. So um but back to, because I'm flowing again. But so that comes together in the eighth, the eighth ray, um the rainbow ray. So there are seven layers, and then you have like this 0 point transition ascension point, and the rainbow rays, lots of them are on Earth, and they carry within their field three keys. as far as I know. So first I was activated for the first key, the eighth key, and I could assist others, you know, when they were ready to just align to the core center and tick tack 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 and just move to the other 7 layers, you know, the galactic layers, and do the shadow work there and memories and DNA activations and wisdom, you know, and for me also I went through the layers and then I got access to the 15th key, the 15th rainbow, and you know you have another rainbow layer, um, a 0 point of transition and ascension, and I could assist, you know, the tribe with my first and my second key. So, and now I've just went through, and then you go to another 7 layers, rays, another 7 rays, and the cosmic rays, and then you go through that, and then you enter the 22nd. I reached the 22nd, and I was activated for my third key. So now I can assist family with, you know, the transition ascension moments, you know, where they need to connect to 0 point to get through to, you know, the other level, you know, or how you want to call it. We all go through the same phases, and I chose to be a rainbow array, and that's connected to my Cassiopean origin, because the Cassiopean realm, well, it's not really, it's not a planet, or you know, or it's more like fluid, a combination of fluid, of light, of plasma, of and all colors you can imagine, you know. Because when I talk about the rainbow rays, you know, there's the 7 Earth rainbow rays, and then you have the transition point, 0 point, the 8th key, and then you have another 7 rays, the galactic rays, but they're different in color, you know, that they're like higher colors, and you have to understand that in one ray, and it's this infinity movement within that ray. It's so big, you know, it's so big, and there are so many frequencies within just one ray, and so many different colors within that ray. So it's you know, it's because I have the imagery that's coming by, because I made visuals of what I experienced last night for you to, you know, get the visual a little bit. I did my best. It's not exactly how it, you know, but it's very difficult to bring it into a 3D, you know, art piece. But I hope you understand and can feel it. So, um, so in the pictures, it's constantly the same color, you know, the same rainbow colors, but um, it changes. The colors the colors become different, become more light, become more pastel, become more bright in a way. So first you have the earth, you know, the 7 layers, the 8th key, and then you have the galactic 7 rays, and you have the 15th key, and then you go to the cosmic layers, 7 layers with beautiful, bright, brilliant colors, and then you have the 22nd frequency dimension, rainbow ray, and there you have the creator key. So 22nd key is activated in me now, so it's the creator key, and that is why I was activated at the 22nd in the year 2022, and and I also I also, during the beginning of my awakening journey, about, I don't know, 9 years ago or 10 years ago, I don't know, 2012, yeah, 2012. Okay, so like 11 years ago, I truly started to awake, soul memories and stuff like that. So I just had that first activation through a soul brother, and now I know it was my first key activation, of my rainbow reiki. But during that same, it was a shamanic weekend, and during that same weekend, I received the numbers. I received the numbers 23, 48, 23, 48. So I tried everything. I did research, and I met this guy, this man, this medium guy, and he told me, whoa, you're full of keys, and it's whoa, and and then I didn't understand exactly what he meant. And so I have three keys, but I also have lots of other keys within my energetic system, and for others, for soul family, and they will all find me. So that was the message, and I didn't understand it in that moment, but I understand it now. So but the numbers are important. So I received the numbers 23, 48, and I couldn't figure it out. And I thought it was a place in Portugal, and it didn't was a port. So I let it go, and I just started writing in my first diary, my awakening diary. So I wrote it down, 23, 48, and I just, I let it go. Just let it go. And keys and keys, and I didn't keys. I have keys. I know, how can I have keys? So I let that go too. And now in this year, you know, my birthday is on the 23rd, of August. And in this year, I reached the age of 48. So 23, 48. Yeah. And my 22nd key is being activated in this year, in 2022 and in February. So it's, when it's your time, when it's your time, it's your time, So, so trust that. You are exactly where you need to be in this moment. You are exactly where you need to be in this moment. Trust that. So a little bit about myself, because I know some of you are who are watching don't know nothing about me, but so just a short story about me in the now. And if you want to know more, or just want to experience my art or other activation videos, or I have lots of how do you call it, oracle cards, and so you can play online on my website. So then go to my website. I will place a link below, but you can also find it here on YouTube, or on FBI book, or it's all the same. It doesn't matter. They have already lost, and they are just panicking all the way, and they will do their thing, and it all has to run out, and so things will happen, of course, because it has to play out, but it's all okay. It's all okay. So that was the introduction of 14 minutes. Oh my God. Okay. So I decided to write it down, so I won't forget anything. So I will start with reading what I experienced last night. Yeah. And on the left or the right side, I don't know, I have the visuals. So, and it will repeat itself. So, um, just look and listen. So I will start reading. There we go. Yeah. Okay, this became clear last night. It's not important. Okay. Um, there are three main dimension rays, disks. It looks like a disk that move like an 8. You know, it's like a disk, and within the disk there are these beautiful rays that are moving in an 8 movement. So there are three main dimension ray disks that move like an 8 through the center blue sun generator space of the infinite dream. The center Earth dimension rays with a horizontal center disk movement, the left galactic dimension ray disk movement, and the right cosmic dimension ray disk movement. The fourth is the infinite creator center core space. In this infinite and deepest space, within the dream, we experience a vertical spiral movement. So we have one disc, two disc, three disc, and then it clicks together in a way. You can see in the imagery, you know, it just clicks together. It starts with a heart. Here we have the disc and then another disc, and then it clicks together and it starts moving like this, you know, in opposite directions. And then in the center comes the third, the center Earth dimension ray comes in the center, and it's also the same movement, but it's also a very low, no, not low, but a very deep vibrating field of stability in a way. So I have the feeling that that is what keeps us, you know, centered to the core. The third one, or I don't know if I speak about, well, so, you know, and it comes back to what I've shown you yesterday, and you can also see it in the pictures again. It's like, you know, you have in the center, we have the generator, the blue sun, we have the water in the opposite direction going around it, and the new life, the leaves, that is, you know, finally, after all these eons, it's on again and new life, you know, the creation as a whole can finally expand again. So that's a very big thing. And then below we have the beautiful heart, of course, of our beautiful crystal, um, Gaia Sophia, Pachamama, and the crystalline worlds, you know. So it's like 1, 2, 3, and that represents the you could say the core of creation, and that makes the dream of the plane of Earth, you know, the dream of Earth, uh, a physical experience, you know, because that's the only place within the dream of creation where we can experience physicality, you know. So that's so beautiful. So I just experienced last night that this, it comes, I saw it in the same way in my energy system, you know, when I started taking off, because I wanted to travel to Cassiopeia. And well, she was telling me, you know, just wait, just go in slow motion mode and just observe and see what happens within your energy system. So I did that. And because, well, what I saw was just, you know, amazing. So that's why I needed to share with you today. Okay. Well, I continue reading and I will not go interfere again. Okay, there we go. I go reading again. Um, I'm just going to repeat again. So the fourth, because when the three, I do it again, but when the three click together, you know, and then the horizontal, stabilizer, Earth disk. When it's all in place, bam, you have the creator, creator, source, spiral in a way, but also colored, beautiful colors, rainbow colors that connects, so you can, and then and from and then it you just it connects, and then it goes in all directions. You can go wherever you want to go. So and within just this beautiful, I don't know, like a pillar, beautiful bright light. And yeah, so um, yeah, so okay, enough for now. So that's just for the visual, because yeah, Marley, and Marley is with me. Yeah. Okay, the fourth is the infinite creator center core space. In this infinite and deepest space within the dream, we experience a vertical spiral movement. This is the space from where you can travel to everywhere within the infinite dream of creation. So, the creator we find in the deepest center of the dream creation. Every ray color in every ray movement disk has its own frequency embodiment and dream worlds. We call earth realms, galactic realms, and cosmic realms, and creator realms. We live in a dream, within a dream, within a dream, within a dream, within a dream, etc. That's why we experience the feeling of infinity. That's what I believe to be true in this now moment. The Earth's galactic and cosmic ray disk each have 7 sun gateway portals and one main big sun gateway ascension portal in a way. This big sun portal is a 0-point rainbow ray portal. I was talking about the keys. Yeah. Rainbow ray portal that will ascend you to the next disk of rays. So from Earth to galactic, from galactic to cosmic, from cosmic to the center of the infinite space of creator. When you are ready to move to a new disk of rays, you will meet a soul who embodies the rainbow ray and 1, 2, or all 3 energetic ascension keys, key 8, 15, and 22. I know because I'm a rainbow ray and in the now working from the 22nd dimension with all 3 keys in alignment with Dream Creator. These big suns, gateways, each disk has, works as an ascension portal in direct alignment to the center. Blue sun, generator of the Dream Creator. In the center, we have the 7-ray movement of Creator. That's in the center, the 7-ray movement of Creator. Can you feel that? It's in the center of all creation. It's in the center. No, it's not above, it's not below, it's in the center. So it's in the center of in the center inside of you. So in the center we have the 7-ray movement of Creator that moves like a round spiral cycle with 3 big suns. The higher gateway golden sun, the center dream generator and transformator, the blue sun, and the roots gateway silver sun. It's aligned to the crystalline world. The inner earth world, you may call it that way, because everything's changing now. So let's call it the inner earth. And Where was I? Okay, yeah. And the root gateway silver sun. Yeah. Connected to three worlds: the above world, the center world, and the below world. The other three ray disks, Earth dimension rays, galactic dimension rays, and the cosmic dimension rays, move like an 8. They have the infinity movement and are centered in the blue generator sun of the dream creator. Every time you go through a dimension, because you go to the top of the dimension, you could say, to the highest light within the dimension, within the frequency, where you meet higher aspects, and DNA is getting activated, and you travel within that dimension, meet light family beings, whatever. But you also experience the other spectrum, you know, because we are still in the process of, transforming all shadows, you know. Um, the first layer underground with the tunnels, it's flushed now. It's over. It's gone. But we still have on the earth, within the system, there are so much. There's still so much shadow, and low frequencies present. So we are still in that process. So we still have to, meet both sides. Yeah, so we go through every time we touch, we always touch the center, of creator. And then we go to the other side, and there we experience, for instance, a past life trauma, from another incarnation within that frequency, that dimension, that realm, or a past life incarnation you had on earth, or something in this present incarnation, and you experience as a trauma or pain. And when you dive very deep into the shadow, and you give it your light and your love, and you make space, and you become more light. But all of you know that, who watched this video. So who am I talking to? So well, but maybe there's someone out there that just is like, oh, okay, so now. So that's the movement within one ray, you could say. So let's go on. Oh yeah, there we were. Oh yeah, when I look at it as a whole, it shows me the geometry of an infinite lotus movement. So it shows me the lotus movement. So for me, I was just like, okay, yeah, yeah. And it was just the flower of life, and the donut movement like this, or the donut movement. It's just like, well, it's not, it's all dissolving now. It's been in the Merkaba, it's, oh my God, I have just, oh man, I have a period, I don't know, about 5 or 6 years ago, I read my last book, my last book about the Merkaba, and I was like, oh yeah, I have to learn that, and how to move it, and just visualize it, visualize it in front of my third eye, and just, and then do this, and just align to the speed of light, and do everything I can to, and and every day for hours and hours and hours, and I was just, like, I don't know, or this is not working for me, so, and I just decided to let it go. But the moment I let it all go, and I never read a book again. So the past uh, 5 or 7 years, no, it's been 7. So the past 7 years, I haven't read a book. So only my inner book, and no outside, information anymore. So because all is inside of you. So I know, so I know about the Merkaba. So when that became clear to me, the lotus, the lotus geometry, that became visible, and the disc movement, in this way and in this way, it's just I have felt it, but it didn't came to me to observe myself and just see what happens in slow motion, step by step. But now I know. So to me, the donut doesn't exist anymore. To me, the flower of life doesn't exist anymore. And to me, the Merkaba, yeah, I don't know, but it's to me, it's all false light. And some of you are like, what? What are you sharing? Oh my God. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's my truth in this moment. So to me, it's all false light because the dark is so very very good in copying and in creating through us, you know through media and books, and they just find the right people and just put some entities and just and do their thing, and then this and there are lots of books, and oh, you have to read that book, yeah, and that's the way, and then and then we start creating it. We are the creators, so when it becomes a truth, we start creating it. So and they are so good in copying because I've experienced so much false light, and but it's a process, when you first are introduced and with an experience of false light, and but they are so good that you can experience like a being, or a group meditation, worldwide group meditation, and everything resonates and it feels, and but when you enter the field, it's like, I don't know. And then something happens and it's like, well, no, yeah, it's no, it doesn't resonate. And then later on, for me, later on, I just realized, oh my God, that's just false light. And sometimes most of the time, the person is not conscious about that, and that's okay. That's all part of the game, because we have to learn. We have to learn to read uh, the signature of false light, because they are so good in copying. So it's a very how do you say it in English? Subtle. Subtle. How can I say it? I cannot say it. But um, so well, that's enough. That's enough for now about the false light. Yeah, we move on. Because I'm on 33 minutes already. Where was I? Oh, yeah. The geometry of the infinite lotus movement. Okay, now this is the fun part. This is so funny. So I was just counting. So we have, what do we have? We have 4 times 7 smaller gateway suns, because there's a gateway sun in every layer, to move on to the next layer. So we have 7 smaller gateway suns, because suns are portals. And so 4 times 7 makes 28, because I'm not counting the transition point, because that's, it's a transition point, an ascension point. It's not a ray. And so there are 4 times 7, 28 smaller gateway suns. Then we count the 3-dimension rays with the 8 movement, also have one big sun gateway. So 3 big gateway suns within the 8-ray movement dimensions, and 2 big gateway suns in the center creator ray movement of the dream, the higher gateway sun and the root gateway sun. So in counting, I leave out, the creator blue center sun, because that's the core of everything, the core of the creation and generator of the infinite dream. So it's not a gateway. So if we start counting again, we come to 28 small sun gateways. We have 5 big sun gateways. 28 and 5 make 33. Yay, 33. And then 33 gateways within the dream of creation. But when we do count, the most important, the generator, the creator, the blue sun, the dream creator. If we count that, we come to 34. 34 makes 7. So it all comes in 7, 7, 7. 34, 7. And what did the dark do? They hijacked, the true blue sun, because of, putting all this shit and start mining in the earth and just, I don't know, they put all these rocks and filled, made sure the water couldn't give the generator what it needed, and they started making tunnels and just do all their dark shit there and create low frequencies, and the swirling rivers of frequencies and water couldn't reach the source creator anymore, and it just degenerated, how you call it in English, but it just went out and it became black. It became the black sun. So it became, so 34 became, for them, for the dark ones, it was like, yeah, well, it's so funny, They leave it out because you have the 33 degree, the 33 degree, and it's always 33, always 33 in Christ and blah, blah, blah. And it's all about 33. And they left out, the 34. Yeah. And you know what the fun thing is? You know what the fun thing about this all is that, you can do your numerology, and you know what I am in numerology? I am a 34/7. So the answer was already in my numerology. So, it's just, for me, it's all clicking, 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 clicking. And I don't know about you, but this fully resonates with me. And everybody who still is, in the process of who's still in the process of, the last shadows, and that need their love and light, and they, well, they have that, and but everything is purging now in a high speed, really in a high speed, because this is it, beautiful people. This is it, and we're back on, and that means that if you're still, your energy system, your beautiful crystalline structure, everything, if it's still generating from perspectives of false light, or there are still shadows, there are still unseen that need your love and light. It's like you're going to be in a purging state in high speed. So, and you can feel like, whoa, whoa, and because we are being realigned fully, because, it's possible now, fully realigned to the crystalline grid, and we're fully realigned to the true true blue sun, a creator of this beautiful dream. And so, and we can finally expand again. So, it's one big party within creation, through all the dreams, because, the true blue sun finally gets leaves again. I'm describing it as leaves, but, it was shown to me, and it was like leaves, and new life was born, new dreams were born in those leaves, and so beautiful. So, so synchronicity is going, over the top at the moment. It's just everything is clicking, 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 and if you still have stuff to do, you need to purge. You need to purge, and you need to if you have resistance towards the dark and what they are doing within the game, they have, created, or they made a copy, or how you want to call it, or hijacked, or because it's still playing out on the earth plane, and there are so many disturbances. They've placed everything, in places, because for a reason. They're very, very smart. So, well done. I must say, I always say this: you are masters in copying and using humanity in creating. So, when I talk about false light within, within the dream of Earth, it's, do you really think that a tick is something natural, or a spider who kills is something natural, or that animals are going after each other and, eating each other? You think that's natural? No, in the essence of the dream of the creator, we, we first, as souls, because everyone who is here and is listening to this knows this, that we created the system, which carries the physical dream within the core of our beautiful dream creation, where we can have a physical experience, adventure. That's with Gaia Sophia, and everything we have created as a whole, with the dream creator. And so, with all that is, so, and in essence, it's all about playing, and exchanging gifts, and just experiencing things, and in full harmony, and so just expanding, learning, having adventures in full harmony with the animal world and with all that is. So that was the essence of the dream, So they just, but we are the creators, and the darkness that came in, and I don't know exactly. That's not clear to me. Maybe later, but not now. But they came in and, you know, did their thing and hijacked, and I don't know, went to Alaska, and just made a plan, and they just first stopped the generator of the dream creator, the blue sun, and made it black, and blah blah blah, and then they could use the humans for the rest of their creation. So just they had to bring in fear, they had to bring in fear, and so it's beautiful. It's beautiful how they did that. So it's, they're masters in copying, and they are masters in using the light of creation in every soul for their, dark plans, and their experiments, and their constant resets. If experiment didn't work, well, we reset, and we collected children, we start a new round. It's not the first time, but it's the first time we go as a whole, because we all are assisting, because it's enough now. They are poisoning the whole of creation. So it has to stop now. So, but it also has to play out. So it's important for the ones who are, like, oh no, the darkness, and I don't want to hear about it. But it's important to um, embody it, because, and not embody it. It's getting late, you see. I don't mean embody it, but embrace it, because it was also, they needed to go to this point. It was necessary, to make it even, more dark, because we needed to, the rest, everybody needed to wake up. Yeah. And the souls who decided to, be a part of their AI game, AI generator, well, that's their choice. And then there are the souls who are decided to, leave the plane, don't want to experience the rest when everything comes out and all darkness becomes visible through the media channels. And lots of souls will decide to just step out of it. So it's gonna be a little bit more darker the coming the coming year. But it's needed, it needs to play out. Everything needs to break down fully, because it's all poison, the whole system and the whole structure they have created. So it needs to go. But trust your true light and power, and purge and purge and purge, and do the work and do the work, because you know we all have to go through it. And yeah, so I truly hope that if you have not yet um, started to embrace the game they have created, even though there's a lot of pain layers to it, and traumas, and we have experienced as souls, satanic shit, and standing in the fire as a witch, and all the wars and all the drama, and we've all been there somewhere along the road. We have all experienced that somewhere along the road. They have become collective wounds, but we all need to embrace it. Just okay. This is what it is, and they had their role to play. Well done, well done. You are great copiers, and you have used us in a very smart way, and we just fell asleep. And yeah, and it needed to be very, very dark for us to find our own true highest light and step into the power of the magician and creator, and the power of healing ourselves. We can all heal ourselves, but only if we got the guts to dive very, very deep into the deepest, darkest places where we can find our highest light. So if you haven't done that yet, or there is still one dark place you're like, oh my God, I don't want to go there. Go, because the present is your highest, 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 highest light. So just, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's a dream. It's a dream. It's a dream. It's not something that, it's a dream. Just feel that. It's a dream. We are dream creators. We can create infinite dreams. And because in the center of the creation we have this beautiful structure that was hijacked, but okay, well, they had their fun and it's over now, but it has to play out. But it's but as long as you have to go through those moments of darkness, also about what they have done, to humanity. It's disgusting in a way, of course, but we need to embrace it also, because it was needed to make this transition to, well, we cannot go back to the first original dream creation of Earth, but the structure is there, and it's, even better than ever. And we, as souls, have evolved, and all, you know, discs around in the whole creation. Every frequency, every ray has evolved. So it will be a new Earth like never before, and it's already here. It's already here, but it needs to play out. So yeah, I know it's getting dark, and I don't have very good light here. So, but I hope. I know some of you are like, I know. Yeah, I know. You've done it. You're already, I know. And some of you are like, what? What are you saying? Oh my God. Yeah, you're totally crazy. Yeah, yeah. That's also a reaction, but, and it's all okay. So I'll leave you for now. And, because, it's like 1 minutes already. So let me just be silent for a moment and see if there's anything else. Hmm. Hmm. No. Okay. Nope. We're done for now. So, well, I'm just gonna close now, and I'm very curious about your reactions. All reactions are welcome. It's your reaction. So, and just curious if it resonates, and yeah, we can talk about it, you know, because together we know everything. So if something clicks within you, you're like, oh yeah, I experienced that and that, and now you're sharing this, and it's like it's just, I'm having so much fun. Yeah, and so share it, share it, and link me to it. So I would love to hear, and write your comment, and well, have fun and take good care of yourself. Very good care of yourself, because if you're not in a constant state of 0 point, the present energies can be, really exhausting, and because it's a constant movement of purging, realigning, activating, purging, realigning, activating, purging, realigning, activating, and constant synchronicities, and we are in the creation mode fully now, fully in the creation mode. So dream big, 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 and from your source of unconditional love. And just, if everything is possible, there are no limits. How does the new earth dream pops up for you? How does it, how, how does it I don't know the word. I cannot find the word. How does the word? Mm, well, enough. Bye for now.